What's up again mga kabisdak? This is Andy with the 6 Ages vlog. May buntag, good morning, and magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. So, lately I've been doing some reaction videos. Parang gusto ko na rin gawing content to sa channel namin, because aside from you gain more knowledge about things, just like this video that I'm going to react today, it's all about my homeland, my home country, the Philippines. Even if you know already the place, but there's still some more to discover. More to learn about the Philippines that I haven't heard about. It's more like gaining knowledge, gaining more info about the Philippines that not everyone do know. So this reaction is entitled "What the World Would Do Without the Philippines." It's like her way of thanking the Philippines, doing this kind of video to show off what the Philippines do to her. And I think he's also an entrepreneur. So, shall we dig in now? Okay.
There is one country in the world that is taken for granted more than any other place. This country is home to the kindest individuals with an incredible love for life. They're responsible for inventing video calls, baby incubators for rural areas, and they also play a massive role in the invention of chips that we use in so many of our computers today.
Is it true? Yeah. But the incubator, alam ko na Filipino talaga. But video call and microchips? Really? Interesting. Let's go.
This country has citizens living all over the world to help you and I, to help the elderly, the sick, the poor, and many of them go totally unnoticed.
Yeah.
When I told you that they are taken for granted, I meant it. With scarce opportunities, many family members make the tough decisions to go and work overseas so that they can better provide for their loved ones.
True.
The Filipino government has capitalized on this phenomenon and is actively exporting people for profit, bringing over $30 billion a year into the country. In fact, the Philippines is the top supplier of nurses in the world, with about 25% of all overseas nurses coming from the country. And especially now, during COVID, the demand for Filipino caregivers and nurses is higher than ever.
Imagine that, 25% of all the healthcare practitioners all over the world is from the Philippines. So imagine that. It's like Filipinos are the one exposing themselves to face this COVID thing. So let's just dig in more. Yeah, facts, right? Facts about the Philippines.
Without the Philippines, the world might look something like this. We would lose 7,601 islands, with a total landmass of 300,000 square kilometers. These breathtakingly beautiful islands are known for their agriculture, and they're home to over 35% of the world's coral reefs. Without the Philippines, we would lose an invaluable amount of the dwindling supply of coral reefs that we have left. The luscious soil on the islands is so rich and fertile that crops can be planted all year round. So with no Philippines, there would be a huge shortage in the production of imported coconuts, bananas, and tropical fruits from all around the world. As a blossoming and developing tech giant, the Philippines is known as the text capital of the world.
I know
where
that.
The country sends in excess of 400 million text messages every
Text capital of the world.
And just so you could get a sense of how much I love this country, there are two things that you should look at. One, the heart-wrenchingly intimate care that families give their elders. As a country with massive, massive poverty issues, many families are not able to afford care. So caring for those who have reached an older age has become deeply embedded in the back.
That's what we call extended family values, like caring our loved ones, especially our parents, staying home in one place, serve them the best way that we could until the end of their lives. It's part of our Filipino culture that we have embraced as a family, whatever situation we're into. As long as we can keep intact the family, we can do that as a family.
Backbone of their society. Young children are often taught to greet their elders with a gesture called mano to express profound respect. 2. The Philippines is the gold standard in Asia for how women should be treated in society. The Global Gender Gap Rankings Index had New Zealand and the Philippines directly competing for the top 2 spots over the past 10 years, blowing other East Asian countries far out of the water, beating the US and many other mainstream developed countries by a long shot. The bottom line is that without the Philippines, the world would be less flavorful and not nearly as charming, and definitely a lot less magical. So in order to sustain one of the most important and resourceful places on the earth, as much as we need them, we also have to meet that need with an equal measure of appreciation. Living in the Philippines is not always easy. There are people living in very tough situations, and there are many places that are soaked in poverty. And that's why so many families are making the sacrifice of sending their loved ones overseas. In the beginning of this video, I said that the Philippines is the place in this world that is most taken for granted, and I stand by that statement. A big part of my company, Regan Hillyer International, is employing people within the Philippines. These people are a very big part of my heart, and I made this video to show my massive gratitude to one of, I believe, the best countries on the planet. Please join me in thanking the Philippines. And right, thank you Philippines. Maybe even tag in a Filipino who you know and love and who you want to acknowledge today. Let's share this video to show appreciation and to show the rest of the world what an amazing place the Philippines is. My name is Regan Hillyer, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for this wonderful message of appreciation to the Philippines and to the Filipino itself. Mabuhay ka, Regan Hillyer. You make me proud being Filipino. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I'm totally emotional today. I don't know. Just being a Filipino is a proud moment for me on this very day. Thank you. Proud Pinoy here. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye. Stay safe.